On New Year's Eve, at the height of the celebration, Catherine exposed a secret so shocking that it tore apart friendships, shattered reputations, and left everyone questioning what they thought they knew. Why did she do it? What was so powerful about Camilla's secret that it couldn't wait a minute longer? In that pivotal moment, Catherine decided the truth had to come out, no matter the cost. It was supposed to be a night of joy, a night of celebration, of reflecting on the past year and welcoming in the new one with promises of fresh starts and new beginnings. The city sparkled with lights, and laughter echoed through the streets. But for Catherine and Camilla, the countdown to midnight held far more weight than anyone could have anticipated. Catherine and Camilla had been friends for years. Best friends, really. They shared everything. Their hopes, their fears, their darkest secrets. Or so Catherine thought. There was one secret, though, that Camilla had kept hidden from everyone. A secret so devastating that Catherine had spent months wrestling with whether or not she should expose it. Camilla had trusted her, but as the night wore on, something inside Catherine snapped. What was the secret? What had Camilla done that could make Catherine, normally reserved and loyal to a fault, decide to break her silence? The truth was, Camilla had been living a lie, and that lie was going to ruin her. She had been involved in a fraudulent scheme, a massive financial scandal that, if exposed, would end her career and tarnish the reputation of the people she worked with. Catherine had known about it for months, but Camilla was good at hiding the truth, at pretending everything was fine, even as cracks in her facade became more and more visible. There had been small signs that something was off. Camilla's behavior had started to change. She was more distant, more secretive. Her actions were erratic, her friendships began to fray, and yet no one dared to ask her what was wrong. Everyone simply assumed it was the pressures of work or the strain of the holidays. But Catherine knew better. She could see the signs of guilt, the way Camilla looked over her shoulder as if expecting someone to find out. Catherine had been trying to give her space, hoping she'd come clean on her own, but as time passed, the weight of the secret began to gnaw at her. It wasn't just the fact that Camilla had done something illegal. It was the way she had manipulated everyone around her. The lies were so intertwined with truth that it became almost impossible to tell where the deception ended and reality began. Catherine watched as Camilla slowly pulled away from their circle of friends, isolating herself, knowing that the deeper the hole Camilla dug, the harder it would be to escape. But then came New Year's Eve. The party was supposed to be just like any other, friends gathering together to celebrate, to reflect, to leave behind whatever happened in the past year. Camilla, of course, was the life of the party, her laughter ringing out as if nothing had changed. But Catherine knew better. As midnight approached, Catherine could feel the tension building inside her, a pressure she could no longer ignore. Camilla's secret had been eating away at her for months, and as she stood there in that moment, surrounded by people who still thought everything was fine, Catherine realized she could not let this slide any longer. It wasn't as if she wanted to ruin the night, but what choice did she have? The truth needed to come out, and the new year seemed like the perfect time for everything to crash down. As the clock ticked closer to midnight, Catherine found herself staring at Camilla, watching her chat animatedly with friends, unaware of the storm brewing just inches away. Catherine's heart raced. She had known Camilla long enough to see the cracks in the act. The forced smiles, the nervous laughter, the way she kept glancing at her phone, as if she were waiting for a message she feared. Catherine couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't stand watching her friend spiral, pretending everything was fine while the truth was waiting to explode. "Camilla," Catherine called out suddenly, her voice cutting through the noise of the party. The room fell silent as all eyes turned to them. "There's something you need to say." Everyone looked at Camilla, who froze, her face going pale as the realization of what was happening began to settle in. She laughed nervously, trying to cover it up, but Catherine wasn't backing down. "You can't hide it anymore. Not from me. Not from anyone," Catherine continued, her voice sharp with a mixture of anger and sadness. "We all deserve to know the truth." At that moment, the air seemed to hang heavy with anticipation. What was going to happen next? What could Catherine possibly be referring to? Camilla's eyes darted around the room, panic flashing across her face. She tried to regain control, to cover up, but the damage had already been done. The truth spilled out in a way that no one could have predicted. In front of everyone, Catherine revealed the extent of Camilla's secret. Camilla had been involved in a massive financial fraud scheme, one that had affected not only her own company, but several other high-profile businesses. She had been embezzling money, altering financial statements, and covering her tracks by silencing anyone who got too close. The web she had created was vast, and yet Catherine had known about it all along. The room was stunned. For a moment, there was nothing but silence. People began to whisper, their eyes flicking from Camilla to Catherine, unsure of how to process what had just been revealed. Camilla, who had been so composed, so in control, now looked like a stranger, her entire facade crumbling in front of everyone. And then chaos. Camilla tried to deny it, tried to blame Catherine for ruining her life, but the truth was out, and it was too late. Catherine had seen the destruction that this secret was causing, not just to Camilla, but to everyone around her. It was no longer just about loyalty to a friend. It was about protecting the people who had unknowingly supported Camilla, about making sure the truth was heard before things got worse. But as the party descended into confusion, anger, and disbelief, Catherine couldn't help but wonder if she had made the right decision. Yes, the truth was out, but at what cost? Camilla, once her closest friend, was now her enemy. There was no going back. The consequences of that one moment would ripple out for years. Camilla stormed off, her exit as dramatic as the revelation itself. The party, which had started with such promise, was now a shell of what it had been. People were left unsure of what to say, caught between feeling betrayed by the truth and feeling sympathy for Camilla, who now had nowhere to hide. Catherine stood in the middle of the room, watching it all unfold, her heart racing, unsure of what to feel. Did she feel vindicated? Was she relieved? Or had she just destroyed everything? In the aftermath, things only got worse. The fallout from that night would affect more than just Camilla and Catherine. It would affect their entire group of friends, their professional lives, and their families. No one knew how to navigate the wreckage that had been caused by Catherine's decision. As the hours passed and the night began to wind down, Catherine couldn't escape the nagging feeling that there was more to the story. What if exposing Camilla's secret wasn't just about justice? What if it was about something deeper, something darker that Catherine hadn't fully understood yet? And as the morning light began to creep in, one thing became clear. The New Year's Eve incident had only been the beginning. The real consequences of Catherine's actions were yet to come. But for now, all that was left was silence. The future, like the year ahead, was uncertain. The royal family is no stranger to the public eye, with every move they make closely scrutinized by millions around the globe. From dazzling appearances at formal events to their philanthropic endeavors, the British monarchy has always managed to captivate hearts and minds. But every so often, a moment arises that truly takes everyone by surprise. This time, it was Princess Charlotte, the spirited daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton, who managed to steal the spotlight with an unexpected act that left the world buzzing. What did the young royal do to cause such a stir? Stick around as we dive into the details of this jaw-dropping moment and its incredible impact. Before we get to the big moment, let's take a closer look at Princess Charlotte herself. Born on May 2nd, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana is the second child of the Prince and Princess of Wales. She's fourth in line to the throne, following her grandfather King Charles III, her father Prince William, and her older brother Prince George. Charlotte has often been described as confident, charming, and full of personality. Despite her young age, she's already become a fan favorite thanks to her cheeky demeanor and adorable antics at public events. Whether she's waving enthusiastically at royal watchers or sharing a giggle with her siblings, Charlotte has a knack for capturing attention wherever she goes. But as much as we've come to adore her playful spirit, no one could have predicted the act that recently thrust her into the global spotlight. It all began during a public event held to support a charitable cause close to the royal family's heart. As is tradition, members of the royal family were out in full force, mingling with attendees and showing their support. Princess Charlotte, dressed in a tasteful yet age-appropriate outfit, appeared alongside her parents and siblings, charming everyone with her bright smile and warm demeanor. However, it wasn't her outfit or her infectious energy that caught everyone's attention. Midway through the event, Charlotte noticed a young girl in the crowd who seemed nervous and shy. The girl, holding a small bouquet of flowers, was clearly hoping to present them to the Princess of Wales, but hesitated to approach. Without missing a beat, Charlotte stepped forward. She crouched down to the young girl's level, offering her a reassuring smile. In a gesture that surprised even her parents, Charlotte gently took the girl's hand and encouraged her to come closer. With Charlotte's help, the little girl overcame her nerves and handed the flowers to Kate Middleton, who graciously accepted them with a smile. The crowd erupted into applause. What might seem like a small act of kindness to some was a moment of pure magic to others. It showcased Charlotte's empathy, emotional intelligence, and natural ability to connect with people, qualities that are rare to see in someone so young. The world was quick to respond to the viral moment. Social media platforms lit up with clips and images of Charlotte's sweet gesture, with hashtags like hashtag Princess Charlotte and hashtag Royal Kindness trending for days. People from all walks of life praised the young royal for her maturity and thoughtfulness, drawing comparisons to her late grandmother, Princess Diana, who was known for her compassion and humanitarian efforts. Royal watchers and experts weighed in as well. Many noted how Charlotte's actions aligned with the values her parents have worked hard to instill in their children. Prince William and Kate Middleton have always emphasized the importance of kindness, humility, and service, ensuring that their children understand their roles not just as members of the royal family, but as citizens of the world. The timing of the gesture also added to its impact. In a world often dominated by negative headlines and divisive narratives, Charlotte's act of kindness served as a heartwarming reminder of the power of empathy and connection. It's moments like these that reaffirm the positive influence the royal family can have on society. From celebrities to everyday admirers, people couldn't stop talking about Charlotte's unexpected act. Numerous social media users shared their thoughts, with many expressing how deeply moved they were by the young princess's actions. Comments like "she's wise beyond her years" and "Princess Diana would be so proud" flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Even notable public figures weighed in. A renowned child psychologist applauded Charlotte's ability to recognize and respond to the emotions of others, calling it a testament to her upbringing and natural emotional intelligence. Meanwhile, several charity organizations highlighted the moment as an example of how small acts of kindness can create ripples of positivity. Within the royal family, the moment was equally celebrated. Sources close to the palace revealed that Prince William and Kate Middleton were incredibly proud of their daughter. While they've always encouraged Charlotte and her siblings to be kind and considerate, seeing her put those values into action was a proud parenting moment. Prince William reportedly shared the clip with his father, King Charles III, who was said to be deeply moved. The king, known for his own commitment to charitable causes, expressed his admiration for Charlotte's empathy and grace. Charlotte's unexpected act has left many wondering about her future role within the royal family. While she's still very young, moments like these offer a glimpse into the kind of person she might grow up to be. With her natural charisma, compassion, and confidence, Charlotte has the potential to become a beloved and influential figure within the monarchy. As the world continues to evolve, the royal family's relevance depends on their ability to connect with people on a personal level. If Charlotte's recent actions are any indication, she's already well on her way to embodying the modern values that the monarchy strives to uphold. In the grand scheme of things, Princess Charlotte's gesture might seem like a small moment, but sometimes it's the small moments that leave the biggest impressions. Her unexpected act of kindness not only warmed hearts, but also reminded us of the values that truly matter: kindness, empathy, and the courage to make a difference, no matter how young or old you are. As we watch this young royal continue to grow, one thing is certain: Princess Charlotte is already making her mark on the world, one kind gesture at a time. And if this recent act is anything to go by, the future of the monarchy is in very good hands. What did you think of Princess Charlotte's heartwarming gesture? Do you think this moment reflects the influence of her parents or her own unique personality? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on your favorite royal family moments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.